possibility. Every part of it holds the potential to have blessing spread from one person to the next. And every part of it comes with a sacred responsibility. That it's not enough to ask for blessing. It's not enough to pray to God. It's not enough to say the words. We must give our whole souls, our whole being, into making this new year a good year for all. It is a privilege. It's a burden. It is a job that each of us gets called to do in this new year. Aleinu l'shabeach, it is upon each of us to ensure that this new year holds all of the possible blessings, all of the possible goodness, and brings it to all of us together. Page 82, please rise as you are able. Page 84. And so, Adonai, our God, we look to you, hoping soon to behold the splendor of your power revealed, a world free of idolatry and false gods, a world growing more perfect through divine governance, a world in which all human beings make known your name, while those who do evil turn toward you. Please be seated. Our thoughts turn to loved ones whom death has taken from us in recent days, and those who died at this season in years past. Our hearts open as well to the wider circles of loss in our community and wherever grief touches the human family. Zichronam levracha. May their memories be a blessing in this new year and always. Our hearts turn in memory towards our own loved ones and in compassion towards all those around the world who are suffering their own losses, who are suffering their own fears, who we hold in our hearts together. We turn to our mourner's Kaddish, our Kadisha Tom, on page 90, and we pay special attention to the High Holy Day insertions to our Kaddish, with the word La'ela in the middle and the phrase Vel Kol Yoshvei Tevel at the end. Please rise as you are able. Yitkadal v'yitkadash Shemei Rabbah, Be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, B'chayachon uvyomechon, u'chayed kol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'vizman kari v'imru amen. Yehi shmei Rabba mevarach le'olam almei almaya. Yitzbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yithadar v'yit'aleh v'yithalal shmei d'kudsha b'rechu. La'ela ula'ela mikol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechamata, da'amiram be'alma v'imru, amen. Yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'imru, amen. Oseh shalom birmomav, hu yaseh shalom, alinu v'al kol Yisrael, v'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. May the source of peace bestow peace on all who mourn, and may we be a source of comfort to all who are bereaved. And together we say, Amen. Please be seated.
Shana Tova. Hi, I'm Steve Kleiman. I have the honor and privilege of serving as president of our Temple Jeremiah community. First, I want to thank Rabbi and Cantor and the choir, absolutely beautiful, and David Lawrenson, the fearless leader of the choir, and Marion Kim on our organ and keyboard for an absolutely beautiful and meaningful service. Thank you all very much. And I also want to make a quick shout out to Rabbi Cohn and Kathy, who are no doubt Zooming in or YouTubing in or digital, however it goes. With all the prayers and good wishes in this room, Kathy, I have no doubt that you will have a very speedy recovery. This is year 2 of my 3-year term. In my first message last year, I filled you in on my background and my family, some of whom are here. And my belief that it was vital that we had a strong Jewish community to live our life with Jewish values. Write my papers out here. I explained that for us to work towards our temple's vision of being a Jewish community of meaningful connection, that we had to engage with one another, and we had to have shared experiences. It all sounds so simple and straightforward. That was the middle of September last year, only weeks before the tragic events of October 7th, which shook not only our community and our spirits, but led to a shocking rise of anti-Semitism across the world, including here in the United States. Needless to say, there has never been a more important time in our lives for a strong Jewish community. And the foundation for that strength is congregational Judaism. It's us coming together as a congregation that helps us live our lives with Jewish values. And we do that at Temple Jeremiah. We do that every day. We seek tikkun olam, to repair the world, through our very active social justice and advocacy programs. We prioritize lifelong learning, we support Israel, and we value inclusivity. Inclusivity meaning not only welcoming interfaith families, but also having a welcoming environment for people of all ages. This means not only being welcoming for interfaith families, but also having a welcoming environment for persons of all ages, abilities, sexual orientations, and gender identities. In fact, the strength and success of American Jewry depends largely on the success of congregational Judaism. If we want American Jewry to survive and thrive, if we want to have a voice in society, and most important, if we want the next generation to have a Jewish education, we need to support our congregations. And we do this not because we may have some individual benefit or get something or some individual specific service that we receive from the congregation, but because it's a vital aspect of supporting our community and living our lives with Jewish values. Lisa and I were out to dinner a month or so ago on a Saturday night. We were in Winnetka at Toko Restaurant, which was excellent, by the way. And we were with some very good friends of ours. We were talking about whatever you talk about on a Saturday night, and we were talking about Temple, and they told us they're no longer affiliated with a congregation. Their view, really his view, was that the kids are out of the house, and we're kind of done with all the stuff we have to do at Temple. Unfortunately, that has become a rather prevalent view in our North Shore Jewish community. In response, your Temple Jeremiah board has been working diligently to focus on strengthening our relationships through engagement and a focus on community. In fact, we've already shifted in many ways towards a relationship-based approach and getting away from a transaction-based approach. For example, when you get your annual financial commitment each year, we call that your annual community commitment, as opposed to merely paying dues to some organization that you get some benefits from. In addition, we did away with high holiday tickets, and we did away with guest fees. Rather, we have our very welcoming name badges, which I hope everyone is wearing proudly. And members are welcome to bring guests merely by registering them. Our Temple Jeremiah board actually is knee-deep into exploring options for how to be more relationship-based, including on our approach and how we structure our annual financial commitment. In fact, we have some concepts and ideas that we would like to share with our community over the coming year in sessions that we're calling community conversations. So, heads up for the opportunity to participate in a community conversation where we listen to you and your voice and your reaction and your opinions on some ideas that we're considering with regard to our annual financial commitment. I have no doubt that our congregation will thrive if we build relationships by engaging with one another. And you can choose to engage at Temple by joining a committee that suits your passion or your interests, or by just participating in any event, activity, or program of the many that we offer at Temple Jeremiah. I challenge each of you to engage this year with your Temple Jeremiah community in a way that's meaningful to you. Again, I have no doubt if we do that, your engagement will strengthen your connection with Temple. It will also lead not only to your own personal connection with Judaism, but also to the continued success of our congregation. Without strong Jewish congregations, we run the risk of eroding Judaism's impact on our lives, our children's lives, and our society as a whole. We cannot take that risk, not ever, but especially not now. I'm grateful to be part of this wonderful Temple Jeremiah community, and I'm hopeful that our relationships will continue to blossom as we continue our hard work towards being a Jewish community of meaningful connection and a meaningful voice within the larger Jewish community. I wish you and your families a year of health, happiness, learning, laughter, and engaging relationships. Shana Tova. But there's more. I have a few announcements. When you leave synagogue, there are ARC shopping bags. Please take the shopping bag with you, fill it to the brim, and then return it to the pods in the parking lot sometimes during the high holiday season. Another important announcement, please leave your prayer books on your seats. Our worship for tomorrow kicks off at 9 o'clock with the Tot service. That's in the tent outside, my favorite service of the weekend. And we have our sanctuary service starts at 10 o'clock. There is a family service, family worship at 12:45, which is geared towards elementary school kids, kind of 2nd to 6th grade, but you make your own call for what's appropriate for you and your family. And at 2 o'clock, we have a Rosh HaShanah inclusion service, which is also a very special service as well. And then we actually have a second day of Rosh HaShanah worship. if you would like to partake. And it's at the Baha'i Temple at 10 o'clock Friday morning. It's a beautiful and wonderful experience. I hope many of you can be there. And please feel free to pack a picnic lunch as well. And that's all I have. Shana Tova.
We turn to page 94 for Adon Olam. Please rise and remain standing for our closing song and blessing. Yishaberach Adonai, may the one who blessed our ancestors, may God bless us in this new year of 5785. May God bless us with all the possibilities that lay ahead of us. May God bless us with strength, with health, with courage, with friendship, with family, and with community to support us as we take on the challenge of making this next year a good year for us all. Shana Tova. Shana Tova.